Welcome to Ruffing the Passer, show where I talk football, miscellaneous stuff, and mostly football. I'm your host, Sam Ruffing. Last night we had a doubleheader between the Bills and Titans on Monday Night Football, and the Eagles and Vikings. But for now, I want to cover the Bills and Titans game, specifically more the Titans, as they were thrashed 7-41 by a dominant Bills team to drop to 0-2. Their offense could do nothing against the Bills' stifling defense. Their defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, or Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. They're about the same thing, not really even close. And this is a continuation of poor play on the Titans' part from last week when they lost to the Giants inexplicably, which should have been an easy win, but it wasn't. I mean, the Bills... Ryan Tannehill can only muster up, Ryan Tannehill can only muster up 100 and something yards. Threw 2 interceptions, had a quarterback rating of less than 39%, which is terrible. It's really bad. And Derrick Henry has not been able to get going in the last few... has not been able to get going this season despite having 1,000 yards last year in only 8 games. He did have a touchdown last night, but otherwise was held to fewer than 50 yards and has not played well this year. They're clearly missing A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, I guess. But I'm going to say that loss, honestly, was mostly on Ryan Tannehill. He's holding the offense back right now. He's not a guy who can elevate an offense. He's a guy who has to be elevated by an offense. And last night, under 39% passer rating, horrible completion percentage, 2 turnovers. He was benched late in the game from Malik Willis. And this is just a continuation of him holding the Titans back. It all started last year when they went to face Cincinnati. Or Cincinnati came to town. The Titans had a number 1 seed, so, supposedly the best team in the AFC. And they lost, despite the fact that, they got 9 sacks on Joe Burrow that day. Ryan Tannehill threw an interception on his first play that game, and has not been the same since. I mean, he had ample opportunities. He could have beaten the Giants. Probably should have beaten the Giants, but the kicker missed. I mean, you shouldn't have been tied to the Giants that closely, let's be frank. And the Bills, you beat them last year. Like, what gives? Ryan Tannehill did not beat the Bills like he did last year. He wasn't even close. And I understand A.J. Brown's missing. But they got Robert Woods. You got Derrick Henry in that backfield. Ryan Tannehill cannot make it happen. Mac Jones in New England is basically all their offense because they got a receiver. The best one's what? Jacoby Myers, best running backs are okay, not even close to Derrick Henry level. That offense, that he won a game. His offense playing well. He's basically their whole offense. Ryan Tannehill has just been holding it all back. I mean, if you have Derrick Henry, that should take a lot of run blocking towards him. And that should free up the pass game tremendously because you can run boot action off that because everyone's expecting you to run with Derrick Henry. And you should be able to complete those passes or whatever. But Ryan Tannehill is not that type of quarterback. And honestly, it's time for them to move on to Malik Willis. Malik Willis did come in last night. He didn't play great, but, he was his first start as a rookie. First plays as a rookie. He's a big he's a 6-foot tall guy who's stout, so he's short, but he's extremely muscular. He can launch the ball for ages. He's athletic. It's time to put him in. See what you got in him. See if he can carry that roster with his talent. He can use the benefit of defense's game planning against Derrick Henry to free up the pass game. I'd say it's worth a shot. The Titans need to make a move. It's got to be now. They got to bench Ryan Tannehill and put in Malik Willis. If you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. This has been Ruffing the Passer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more. I'll see you later. This is like the third time I had to do this video.